Good evening. This is Ogdensburg Bridge and Port Authority Finance Committee meeting. Today's date is Thursday, October 9th, and we'll call the meeting to order at 4:37. First business item is, or our only business item, is our August internal 2024 financials. So I will turn that over to you, Patty.
If we start with the statement of financial position, you'll notice our accounts receivable regular is at $223,000. 98% of that is either current or 1 to 30 days. The accounts receivable AEAS includes one DOT AEAS payment and 3 contour invoices. The new figure under prepaid expenses of $378,000 is all the commercial insurance that we were able to pay up front in August. And now you will see this go down each month by the amount that we allot to everyone as the year goes on. If we look at our current liabilities, our accounts receivable regular is at $216,000. Our AES contour is 1 month. That was the August statement for $415,000. The New York State retirement was paid off in August.
Good.
And the project accounts payable is at $572. And of that, $58,000 has already been paid, and $392,000 will be paid on Friday. So that brings us up to about $450 of that will be paid off by the end of this week.
On the New York State retirement, do we get billed for that on the calendar year or the fiscal year?
Calendar. We will see.
So we won't see another payment until January, or another bill until January.
December.
December or January.
Yeah, well, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So do we receive a discount because we paid it off before the end of the year?
If you pay it off, we'll actually be able to download the invoice in November. It looks like it's $279,000, the estimated invoice. You would save about $1,000, $1,100 if you pay it off by December. And right now, we're looking to hold the 2 salt chips that have come in, the one in August and the one in September, which will give us approximately $200,000, so we will be short something, but we can pay it in full by February 15th without penalty.
Good.
We just don't get the $1,000.
Right.
So if we look at page 2 and look at our accounts payable at the bottom, you'll notice pretty much everything now is being paid off as it comes in, thanks to the stabilization funding. And we just did another one today so that everything is current. We're close to current while I'm gone on vacation. Steve gets back, I run away. Any questions on the statement of financial position? Okay. Then we'll move on to the budget to actual. It's wonderful to see there really isn't too much to talk about. All of our income, except our AEAS, and that's dependent on how many flights go out. But all of our income is above what we thought it would be, and except for a couple of expenses, everything is either even or below. Our maintenance expense under bridge, the invoice for the Jacobson mower repair hit the books in August, so that's what's causing that. And our salary expense under airport, we budgeted overtime for the 24-25 fiscal year based on the 23-24 actual. So we only budgeted $17,559. We are already at $14,000. in overtime this year. What adding Ed, our part-timer, did was make sure that there was never an employee, one of the airport ops fellows, working alone. But what it didn't do, and Charlie and I have discussed talking with this gentleman, he is retired from the military, so we don't know if he has a cap on how much he can make. If he doesn't, we might start using him a little bit more to cut down on the overtime. But everybody still has vacations and sick time, so there's still more overtime than we thought we would have this year.
Do we anticipate that the $1,000 over that we were this month that will remain about that much each month?
Will probably be about $1,000 over every month. So we should see by the end of the year, there'll be probably a $6,000 or $7,000 overage. But we also had 3 payrolls in August. So you had a third payroll that included overtime. So a little of that it can be adjusted out because of the third payroll. Are there any questions on the budget to actual? And then if we look at the cash flow, it does not look like the other income, the sale of the property, will happen in October. It may get moved out to November, so the amount of other income that we will need to pay off the mortgage has already gone down to 45,000 from 47. So we just keep watching that go down, and it's lovely. And at this point, we owe 45,900. The payment is 305. So we will have 259,000 before closing costs. The dump truck will cost us 175, so that will leave us about $85,000 that we can put toward what we think we need, or we can put it away. That would actually help the project we would like to undertake at the airport. So that might be a worthwhile use of the money. Otherwise, everything is pretty much as we expect. We will end January with about a $283,000 amount to the good. We can really quickly look and see what the stabilization funding has done for us. If we look at the total income line, if we didn't have that, you could subtract that from the 283, and that's where we would be without this funding. Any questions on the cash flow?
Sam, anything?
No?
Just quickly, I discussed on the governor's call on Monday that we would like assistance in how to raise the tolls on the bridge. We haven't done it since 2018, so.
Had that conversation before.
Yeah, we had a very good conversation on that, and we also had a good conversation on the waiver that we need because part of the bridge is on Canadian soil to get the grant income, so we're working with
What is the toll in Alex today?
375.
It's 375 in Messina as well.
No, 3.25.
In Messina?
What we are.
Okay. Is it? It's 375. Okay, yes, 3.25,
Yeah.
okay. They just raised it. It's been
Yes,
33.
yes, it's been lower than that for a number of years. Thousand Islands tends to increase every year to 2 years.
Okay.
And I don't think we've increased since 2018 or 19.
You said 3?
25.
3.25.
They offer bridge passes as well, right, with a discount?
Thousand Islands does, I think Seaway does.
Do we hear?
Yes, yes.
It's like 10% off if you get,
I think it's 260 versus 3.25.
all right,
Good?
anything else?
No.
Okay. Looking for a
Huh?
motion to,
Nothing,
other such
nothing?
matters, anything else?
No.
No,
I move we adjourn?
and I'll second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Meeting adjourned at 4:48.
Yeah, we still did it.
Ah,